Hi, TikTok world. Imagine a scenario where there is a 10-year-old boy who is orphaned by his family. His mother gives him up, or he's taken away by some method, and he becomes a ward of the state. And that 10-year-old boy makes it to about 15 or 16 years old, something like that, and he's living in a group home. He never got adopted or lived in a foster home. And one night, he decides he wants to go see his girlfriend. So he sneaks the keys to the group home van, goes and sees his girlfriend in the middle of the night, and then comes back and puts the keys back. And he is charged with auto theft and given 40 months in prison for kids, which becomes a severe trauma. And then he's really, it's a very unhealthy environment, murders happening by staff of the children and their, protection, and just horrible things happening. But this orphan is released from prison for kids for that car thing and is released directly into homelessness. Nowhere to go, nowhere to live, no house, no money, no family, no training, no job prep, no educational plans, just absolutely nothing. The state just, you're done, good luck, go be homeless. And then that teenager finds another homeless teenager. They decide, she really decides, she wanted to rob her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. And she asks Shawn, Anna asks Shawn, will you be around in case he tries to rough me up, protect me? And Shawn said, well, whatever, yeah, I'll be around. The day comes, instead of it just being a robbery, give me your money, she entraps the victim in a room where he cannot escape. She does that unbeknownst to Shawn. It wasn't a plan. Shawn wasn't there when it happened, and he received a 7 to life prison sentence for kidnapping. He didn't know would occur and was not present for. And then Anna wanted to kill her boyfriend. Shawn didn't, but he was afraid of Anna. He didn't want to resist her too much. So he kind of didn't say too much and secretly sabotaged her plans to murder Nick Hammond. And at the end of the day, he wasn't murdered. At the end of the day, he wasn't even physically injured. At the trial, he repeatedly lied and claimed to be near drowning when that never happened. And all this happens in a homeless teen raised by the state, basically participated in a robbery, but the state somehow gave him charges for a kidnapping he wasn't even there for, and a murder charge for a murder that never happened because someone else had intent and Shawn didn't intend to kill. And Shawn repeatedly saved the man's life. That's actually not a hypothetical situation. That actually happened in our justice system. Shawn's been in prison over 21 years for that. Helpfreeshawn.com. Thank you.